As we've been reporting in the news, people in Broquerie are in shock after a fatal train collision happened during St-Jean-Baptiste Day celebrations yesterday. RCMP now tell us it was a 78-year-old woman from Winnipeg who died after being hit by a train. Bob Tickner was on a float when he saw the train closing in on a crossing on the town's Principal Street.
All of a sudden, the brakes went on. We heard the squeal, and you could smell like the brakes. It's really sad that an event like this was spoiled by an incident like this.
Ivan Normando is the Reeve of Broquerie, and he joins us now. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right, but Ivan, how are you doing today?
Oh, not bad. It's been quite trying morning and trying day yesterday, but it's getting better. So slowly but surely.
What are you hearing from people who were at the parade yesterday, and from people in the community?
There are a lot of them are shaken up. Like I wasn't witness to what happened, but I've talked to many people who were witnesses who saw everything happen, and it's unfortunate. And all the support is in place at the local schools here, and even a school in St. Anne, just so if any of the students need to talk, they have counselors there ready for them. As it was witnessed by many individuals, and a lot of them were young kids. So it's been pretty tough.
What is your understanding of what happened? I know that you didn't directly witness it, but what have you heard?
What I've heard is just I think the individual were trying to cross, and it's true. Like there's a lot of stuff going on during the parade, and it's loud and stuff. And if you're not from the area, sometimes you're not sure how long and how fast these trains come through the Broquerie. Like these trains are going pretty quick, so sometimes the judgment you kind of miss your judgment, and unfortunately things like this happen. So,
where were you at the time?
I was probably about half a block away, watching a parade where I usually watch every year. So I was very close, and then it was trying on the kids, and it's trying on the volunteer firemen who were all there. Majority of those guys were most likely thinking of spending the afternoon with their family and their kids, and next thing you know, they're at a train crossing for the whole afternoon. So obviously our support and we can't recommend enough. These volunteer firefighters here in the Broquerie are great, and we're happy to have them. So,
how busy was the parade? Can you paint a picture of how many people would have been there?
Well, a parade usually maybe about 2,000 people usually watch it. Like if it's spread out during all of Principal Street, so it's the mainstay of the weekend basically. So a lot of people come out, especially it's like at 11:30 in the morning on a Sunday. So usually people go to the parade and make their way to the Ball Diamonds after, and have games for the kids and activities for the adults too. So I would venture to say at least 2,000 people was there for sure. So.
What can you tell us about what you know about this crossing? Has it been seen as a dangerous crossing prior to this event?
No, I don't think so. Like the crossing has the arms and the bells and whistles and everything else. So the Broquerie has a train going through here every 30 minutes. So for a local who I've been here all my life, you get used to it, right? And you know how fast these trains travel. But for an individual who maybe hasn't been around trains as much, sometimes you think you have more time, and then next thing you know, you don't have enough time. So, yeah.
The RCMP and CN are still investigating this collision. What do you hope comes out of any further findings?
I don't know. It's too early to say what. I know there's been discussions already about trying to find out with CN if especially during these types of events, if they can somewhat slow down to go through town. But I know it's a business, and that doesn't happen overnight. So that might just have to have some new I guess not relationships, but discussions with CN to see if that's ever even a possibility. So.
Now, you mentioned some supports that are available in the community. Can you remind us of where people can go if they do need someone to talk to?
Well, obviously the schools all have their support there, and also on top of that, I know St-Jean-Baptiste here have a crisis line that people can phone if ever they need to talk to somebody. I know it's been shared already on Facebook, and I think that would be where you need to go. So.
All right. Reeve Normando, thank you so much for joining us today on Radio Noon.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you.
Ivan Normando is the Reeve of La Broquerie. Now, Southern Health does have mental health resources available. Just call 1-888-310-4593. That's 1-888-310-4593.